There are not many individuals in the crypto local area who have not heard the name Satoshi Nakamoto to some degree in passing. The well-known unknown maker of Bitcoin and the world's greatest cryptographic money have entranced many individuals and motivated a ton of noticeable digital currency defenders. The SV in Bitcoin SV's name means Satoshi's vision and addresses BSV's objective to turn into the digital money Nakamoto generally imagined. The reality of the situation will surface at some point whether it can at any point accomplish such aggressive objectives. However, in the event that it does, it has every one of the opportunities to turn into the following number one digital money. Nonetheless, while making a Bitcoin SV cost estimate, we ought to take a gander at its basic worth right now and assess its possibilities without depending on the, measurably talking, rather thin, plausibility that BSV will turn into the best and most mechanically progressed digital currency one day. Here are our Bitcoin SV cost expectations for the next few years. As usual, if it's not too much trouble, recollect that the items in this video don't comprise monetary exhortation. The digital currency market is exceptionally unstable. Subsequently, all Bitcoin SV value forecasts ought to be thought about while considering other factors. Make sure to do your own examination prior to putting resources into any computerized resources. Bitcoin SV's motivation is to turn into a more innovatively progressed cryptographic money than the first Bitcoin, meanwhile staying consistent with the first thought behind the digital currency. It is a hard fork of Bitcoin Cash, BCH, which was forked itself from Bitcoin back in 2017. Being enthusiasts of the first Bitcoin convention, BSV makers and the local area all dislike the progressions made to the BTC blockchain, similar to the execution of Squid or the Lightning Network. BSV takes what they guarantee is Satoshi's unique way to deal with tackling the versatility issue that torment the greatest cryptographic money by expanding block size. At its beginning in November 2018, Bitcoin SV had a block size of 128 megabits. A portion of a year after the fact, in July 2019, the coin went through the Quasar protocol update, and block size expanded to 2 gigabits. BSV's block not entirely set in stone by the coin's agreement components and was intended to be dynamic. This framework permits BSV to have a higher exchange speed yet forfeits some level of decentralization. Bitcoin SV utilizes the confirmation of work agreement calculation and can be dug for benefit, very much like the first Bitcoin. Diggers can pick the size of blocks they need to mine, with greater blocks giving better yields as they contain more exchanges and, thusly, more exchange charges. Discussing exchanges, Bitcoin SV has a somewhat high throughput, a normal of 200 exchanges each second, with the capacity to process up to 50,000 at top efficiency. Very much like most digital currencies, BSV additionally goes through many high points and low points close by the remainder of the market. It had an enormous cost spike back in April 2021 when it arrived at its ongoing all-time high of $491. Yet again Bitcoin SV drew near to that level half a month after the fact in May 2021 in any case couldn't arrive at another most extreme. Bitcoin SV's value figured out how to remain over the $100 cost mark until the end of 2021 yet kept on declining consistently. The coin at long last tumbled down to the $90 level in late January 2022. Bitcoin SV price prediction 2022. As per the specialized examination of Bitcoin SV costs expected in 2022, the base expense of Bitcoin SV will be $66.73. The greatest level that the BSV cost can reach is $76.34. The typical exchanging cost is normal around $69.84. BSV price forecast for September 2022. In view of the value changes of Bitcoin SV toward the start of 2022, crypto specialists expect the typical BSV pace of $65.17 in September 2022. Its base and greatest costs can be anticipated at $58.96 and at $67.03, individually. October 2022, Bitcoin SV price forecast. Digital money specialists are prepared to declare their gauge for the BSV cost in October 2022. The base exchanging cost may be $63.99, while the most extreme could reach $70.29 during this month. Overall, it is normal that the worth of Bitcoin SV may be around $66.47. BSV price forecast for November 2022. Crypto experts have actually looked at the value variances of Bitcoin SV in 2022 and in earlier years, so the normal BSV rate they anticipate may be around $67.80 in November 2022. It can drop to $65.32 as a base. The greatest worth may be $72.95. December 2022, Bitcoin SV price forecast. Around mid-year 2022, the BSV cost will be exchanged at $69.84 by and large. December 2022 could likewise observe an expansion in the Bitcoin SV worth to $76.34. It is expected that the cost won't drop lower than $66.73 in December 2022. Bitcoin SV price prediction 2023. After the examination of the costs of Bitcoin SV in earlier years, it is accepted that in 2023, the base cost of Bitcoin SV will be around $99.89. The greatest expected BSV cost might be around $122.63. Overall, the exchanging cost may be $103.52 in 2023. Bitcoin SV price prediction 2024. In light of the specialized examination by digital money specialists in regards to the costs of Bitcoin SV, in 2024, BSV is supposed to have the accompanying least and greatest costs, about $147.72 and $170.56, separately. The typical expected exchanging cost is $151.86. Bitcoin SV price prediction 2025. The specialists in the field of digital currency have examined the costs of Bitcoin SV and their vacillations during the earlier years. It is expected that in 2025, the base BSV cost could drop to $223.30, while its greatest can reach $257.68. By and large, the exchanging cost will be around $229.38. Bitcoin SV price prediction 2026. In view of the examination of the expenses of Bitcoin SV by crypto specialists, the accompanying greatest and least BSV costs are normal in 2026, $385.42 and $324.09. By and large, it will be exchanged at $333.